And welcome back. It is time for our question of the day. So go to ozarksfirst.com/vote or scan that QR code there on your screen right below Tom pointed out so they can see it if they don't see it. No, below you. There you go.
That one.
Yes, that one.
Oh,
yes.
my hand disappeared.
Yes. And our question of the day is brought to you by Canopy Tree Service. Okay, so today's...
Wait, I have a question.
Go.
Did you
Go.
just get a haircut?
I did.
Okay, that's
Thank
all.
you for
That so
noticing.
now that question of the day has been
Wow,
answered.
Tom's really just hyping me up today. Okay, so our question of the
I didn't
day...
say it was a good one. I just...
Let me talk. Okay, our question of the day. Are you ready?
Yes.
What is your go-to on-the-road fast food? Okay.
When you're on the road, traveling.
Okay, you read the options.
All right. McDonald's, Hardee's, Wendy's, Subway, Taco Bell, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, White Castle just went boom,
Oh my, ew.
KFC, and other. Leave a comment if you're doing other so we know which one you've chosen.
Okay, this is interesting. Okay, I have a question for you. I have a feeling if you're on the road, you're probably most often in the driver's seat.
Yep.
But I am curious to know, would what you choose to eat while being on the road differ if you're the driver versus passenger in the back seat?
You know, what I try to do is say, okay, we're gonna, get off and get something to eat. What do you want?
Okay.
You know, if it's just me, McDonald's I'll usually go with because I get 2 of their cheeseburgers with nothing on it.
Yeah.
So as the driver, I can eat without dribbling stuff.
Yes, that makes sense because I feel like if I'm driving, which if it's Jory and I, most of the time that's how that goes.
Yeah.
I feel like it has to be like a sandwich or a burger or something that's handheld.
Yeah.
Where I can drive safely still with one hand.
Yes.
And then eat. But it's like anything else, like, if we do like Chick-fil-A and we get like, was that an option on here? Yeah. If we get like, like anything that's dipping, that's harder if I'm by myself. And I will say, the perk of driving with Jory is Jory will be so kind to open my little sauces and kind of hold it there so I can dip it in, which is very, very kind of her.
She's very sweet.
Yeah,
That's
she's very sweet, I know.
Yeah.
But if I'm by myself, that is very hard and very unsafe to do. So.
Yeah, and also, see, if I drop a burger with no condiments on it, you pick it up and you throw it away.
Yeah.
Okay, if I were to drop like, a Taco Bell, that's a mess.
Yeah, it's a mess, exactly.
Drop a taco or something like, that's a mess.
I will say there's something about every once in a while, I don't know what it is, being on the road, I'll stop, well, most of the time I hope they have a drive-thru, but I'll stop through a Subway and I get myself a sandwich and it just hits different driving on the road. I don't know what it is.
But it's tough to eat.
It can be tough to eat, yes, because it's the long sub instead of your typical.
No, see, the first one voted on was White Castle. It went boom to 100.
I am not a White Castle fan, are you?
Yes, I am at times.
Okay.
I mean, every now and then I'll even buy the frozen ones, that they have around here. But I was raised, we had White Castle all around us.
I was just gonna ask, part of me does feel like it's kind of a generational thing.
It could be.
Because I feel like, Kaylee, do you like White Castle? Okay, Tom Schmidt, do you like White Castle? Okay, see, I feel like my parents liked White Castle. I remember like being on the road and they would want to stop, but like I just never cared for it. And I really think it's like certain people grew up with it and it's like they were accustomed to it.
But it's a really unique taste. And the other thing is those burgers, I mean, that's like the original slider.
Right, yeah, because they're a little smaller.
So if you're driving, you can kind of crunch them up. You can shove the whole thing in your mouth, basically.
Yeah, and that's fair. So maybe it would be good for driving, which is maybe why people voted for it.
Except for if the onions fall out. But they usually don't.
There's that part.
Yeah.
Oh, we have 2 comments. Okay, let's see
them. Comments. What do we have?
Okay, Jack in the Box.
Okay, all right.
Charlie, was that you? Aren't you the one that likes Jack in the Box? Oh, Liara? That's a very pretty name. Okay.
Lyra?
Or Lyra, yeah.
I like that. And the other is?
Lion's Choice. What is that? Oh, isn't it like roast beef? Isn't it kind of like Arby's?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I've never eaten there, but I know what it is. Director? Who's directing?
That is one of the most unique names I have ever heard.
Director? Yeah, it is kind of different, huh?
Director Jones or something.
Well, it looks like McDonald's mostly in the lead, which I think is super fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably consistent for us too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Well, and Jory and I, we love, we'll like get on the app and, before we stop and we're like, okay, what can we get as a deal in the app before we get there? And figure it out that way. So.
Now, do you ever go through the drive-thru and then just pull in the parking lot and eat it there?
No, I feel like we always just keep going.
Okay.
Which again could be unsafe depending on how you look at it, but
I've done that before if I'm by myself and I go, oh, I want to get this.
Yeah.
Because then I don't worry as much about the mess. But if I'm stopping, going,
Stop and going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Well, there you go. All right.
All right. We'll be right back.